the table is giving us a bit of information, and it says that we've got a packing fruit company here, and it's putting some of the fruit into small boxes and some of them into large boxes. The table is indicating that we have, for the first delivery, 3 of the boxes are large boxes and 8 of the boxes are small boxes, and that's a grand total of 106 kilograms of weight. Then we have a second delivery where we have 5 large boxes, 2 small boxes, and the weight of that entire delivery is 103. Ultimately, we want to know what is the weight of the large box and the small box. Remember, when doing a story problem, you want to define the variables by thinking about what is it that you need to find out, and those become your variables. So since we don't know the weight of the large box and the weight of the small box, then I'm going to let X be the weight of the large box and Y be the weight of the small box. For these particular ones, the variables are already defined for you, so that step is done. When there are 2 things you don't know, that ultimately means you're going to write yourself 2 equations. And looking at my table here, we are going to have a delivery that weighs 106 kilograms. Well, what is the weight coming from? It's coming from the small boxes and the large boxes. So if X is how much a large box weighs, and there's 3 of those in the order, 3 multiplied by X is the amount of weight coming from the large boxes. There are 8 small boxes, and Y is the amount of weight in each one of those. So if we take 8 times Y, we're going to end up with the amount of weight from the small boxes. So the weight coming from the big boxes and the small boxes is a grand total of 106. Okay, and then the next one, similarly, we have 5 of the large boxes times the weight of a large box plus 2 small boxes times the weight of a small box is 103. This particular one, I'm going to use elimination method to solve, since one of the variables doesn't start off being by itself. In elimination method, we want to force these numbers to be opposites, either the 3 and the 5 or the 8 and the 2. Seems easier to go with the 8 and the 2. So I can turn that into a -8 by multiplying by -4. But whatever I do to the left side of the equation, I'm going to have to do to the right. I'm not going to change anything about the first equation, so I just rewrote it. And then this one, 5 multiplied by -4 makes that -20x. 2 multiplied by -4 is -8y. And then 103 multiplied by -4 is -412. Now that these are opposites, I'm ready to just draw my line and add those together. 3x's minus 20x's is -17x's. My y's drop out, and then 104 minus 412 is -306. Divide both sides by 17, and I end up with x is equal to 18. So I know that the weight of the large box is 18 kilograms. Okay, then to finish this off, I can go back to either one of the original equations. It doesn't matter which one of these original equations I grab for no particular reason. I'm just going to grab the 3x plus 8y equals 106, and I'm going to take that 18 and I'm going to put that in there. Then solve this equation. 3 multiplied by 18 is 54. Subtract 54 from both sides, and then I end up with 8y equals 52. Divide both sides by 8, and I end up with 6.5. So the weight of the small box is going to be 6.5 kilograms.